Hello friends and welcome back into the channel and happy Sunday everybody. Happy Sunday. May God bless each and every one of you. Wow guys, we are in day 10. We only have 2 days left to the finale for our 12 days of Beadmas gifting and crafting we're doing here on my channel. We are going to make something so fun, another craft item, hence you see my trusty craft mat here instead of my beading mat. Popsicle stick trees, friends. Anybody can do this. What a fun, cute idea. Get the kids involved, the grandkids, the nieces, the nephews, whatever, any age group. But what a fun little decor. Also, really fun little giftable. You can tie these on packages. We can also decorate, a wreath, hang them in the windows, across the mantle, what have you. So we're going to get into making some popsicle trees. Oh my goodness, popsicle stick trees, excuse me. Let me bring over, guys, my tray. And I'll give you a couple of ideas. There's so many fun ways that we can do all these DIY projects, friends. I'm just going to give you a couple of ideas of what you could use to paint your popsicle sticks. So let me get everything over here and get organized, and then we'll get into it. I'm back and I've got all my supplies organized. So here is what I have for supplies, and we'll walk through them one at a time. And then you can always swap these things out for something else. I'm just going to give you guys some general ideas of what I used to construct my popsicle stick tree. So popsicle sticks, these are more of like those thicker ones, and almost like those tongue depressors, right? So I used 5. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, what I did was I cut each one differently before I painted it. So like this is gonna end up being my stem, and then I just kind of laid the sticks down before I painted them, to kind of have them staggering, right? Like this. And then I cut them, and then I painted them, okay? But I didn't actually paint them with any paint. Guys, you know what I used? Nail polish. I used nail polish. And can you tell, it's in a really dark green. That's why it kind of looks so like a shiny. I did double on the front and on the back. It doesn't matter. I did not do 2 coats. So guys, you could use any kind of craft paint, but I also used nail polish. So there you go. And it did require 2 coats. So that's what I've got there. Then I have a selection of beads and charms. You can use any beads and charms you want. And my idea is to embellish our tree by gluing some beads on and maybe a few charms. Okay, so just a fun selection of beads, any beads. The glue, you can use any standard craft glue. You could use, I'm going to use today, the Loctite Super Gel Ultra Control. You could use regular super glue, GS Hypo E6000, any wood glue, anything, okay? You could use your glue gun. If you got a glue gun, then you really got it. So any kind of glue. Here's another fun idea. Look at what I have, whiteout. So you could use a marker, a Sharpie marker, or any permanent marker of color to just like dot, or you could even like do some zigzags or make little, like you could draw on it and not even paint it and like draw on it, or make it like there's little snowflakes or snowballs with some Bic whiteout, guys. Okay, so there's an option there. And then I also have some glitter. So any fun glitter that you have in your stash of any color. I was thinking I might glitter my tree. I also grabbed a piece of small ribbon. You could use anything, guys, to tie it at the top. You could also drill a hole. So if you wanted to drill a tiny little hole in the top to put a hook on or piece of ribbon, however you want to hang it, feel free. I am going to actually glue mine, and I'm just using this little fun silver ribbon I have. You can use anything for that. And then paintbrushes I have just in case I decide I am going to do any painting with the whiteout. Got my paintbrushes, so you'll need your little paintbrushes also to paint your little sticks. And then I just have my craft tweezers out. some of these are smaller beads I have. I just don't want to get my hands too close to the glue. So I'm just going to use those. If, you know, guys, it's placement. It's all about the placement. So that's what I've got there. And that's pretty much it in my imagination and my creativity. So let's get started by the first thing I think we need to do here, friends, is we need to go ahead and build this tree and its beautiful form that it shall be. Let me get everything else out of the way. And let me get you guys zoomed in here. Let's build a cute little popsicle stick tree, shall we? Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so I'm just making sure that that's my back, that's my front. Okay. And so the first thing I'm going to do is go, I guess, from the bottom up. So I'm going to go, you know, I don't know. I think maybe I'll start about right there. And I'm going to use my super glue just because it glues really, really fast. And I'm just going to kind of put a little dab there. Actually, a big dab. Because I'm not sure, guys, I used the nail polish, how this is going to stick. So, but we're about to find out. Okay, I'm going to go right there. And I'm probably going to have to hold it a minute or so. Let that congeal. Okay, and then I'll go with my next one, which is this one. And I'm going to just, again, put some glue right around in the center of it there. And put them down on the stem here. Go ahead and just adhere, and we'll see in about 30 seconds if this is going to work on the nail polish. So let me now grab, oh, I need my glue. I need to keep my glue out. That's right. Let me grab my beads. That's going to be the next step for me, is going to be putting my beads on. I'm just thinking of doing something seriously rando here, guys. Really, really rando. So instead of putting the glue on the bead, I'm going to put it on the tree. And I'm just, it's a super glue, I'm just going to do a dab. And we'll see if they stick. So we're gonna just decorate now, basically, my friends. Just put anything that you want. You can also use, you know, I don't even know what this stuff is called. I forget. But this stuff. You know this stuff? I can't remember what we call these. But I have some of these too. You know, you could sprinkle stuff like this. You know, any kind of craft stuff, really. Honestly, it does not matter. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a few little beads here. And hopefully they'll stay. And we'll see what we can come up with here, friends. So I'm just gluing these little rondelles down. And it seems like so far right now, they're just perfectly fine. They don't seem to be coming off yet. I do think that they need to sit, though, for a second or two. And congeal. But you know what? This is, oh, I'm thinking a charm. Oh, yes. Oh, you know what? I have an idea, guys, for the charm. Okay, so you know you have charms, Christmas charms, guys? And they have a loop on them? Well, here's what I did with this one. Check out this one. This one also had a loop. I just grabbed some pliers and I popped the top of the loop off. So, because I wanted to see if I could just glue this on here. So, we can do that, just that with any cute Christmas charm. So, all I did was just grabbed a pair of chain nose, and usually you can just wiggle it directly off. And it'll just usually snap off. Let me grab another pair of pliers. Hold on, hashtag modify. I forgot to tell you guys this fun little trick. Yeah, look. Look, did you guys see that? As I was even saying that, it just literally popped right off. So we can do that with our charms. Yay! I'm gonna put right here that little house. That's what I'm thinking. He's gonna go right there. Aw! Oh my gosh, I cannot. Guys, this is so fun. So let me just continue to embellish with my glue. and see if my beads stick on here. And you guys get creative and grab your supplies, and we'll meet you back here in a few minutes when when I get to the top. Just going doing 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 doom 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 and with my glue and putting beads. This is what's happening. This is what's happening on my craft mat today. Is this too precious? So here's what I'm thinking, guys. Next thing I'm gonna do is grab my ribbon, and we're just about basically done. Um, okay, guys, I'm just gonna like I think fold it in half, and oh, by the way, I do have glue on my hands. I have glue on my hands today. And we could just really go like this and glue it on here. And let's see if that might work. That would be too cute. Could even make like a smaller loop. Could do anything we want with some fun ribbon here. Okay, so I'm thinking we're gonna need a couple layers of glue here. So I want this one to be here. So I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna grab my little tweezers to press that down. Probably should have done it the other way. Okay, and then we'll wrap this one around this way. Put some more glue on there. Ribbon, I feel, but look, I just even picked it up. So the super glue worked just fine on this project. I would have, I think, preferred maybe to use some wood glue or just standard craft glue. But that's what I have. So there's my ribbon. And I'll let it dry overnight, but I just put a bunch of beads and some charms on there. Is that the cutest thing? I hope you guys enjoyed and this inspires you to, this is to me like definitely a craft party type of fun thing, because you can make several in, under 10 minutes, once the paint dries and you start to paint them, you're kind of home free. But at any rate, friends, I hope you enjoyed day 10 making Popsicle Stick Tree fun crafts, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 11. So again, happy Sunday. God bless each and every one of you, and we'll see you in the next one. Be blessed.